should also tell my story. I'm also unemployed.
Are you on LinkedIn?
Yes, actually. And I'm networking. I've been
a lot better than what we've done.
But I have my son in a particular job I'm working for, so I know exactly what I'm aiming. It's not terribly entrepreneurial, but it's a lot of work.
I like silly stuff too. I mean, I like the Twilight series. I thought that was fun. And I mean,
you like vampires?
I don't like vampires personally. I don't know any. But my granddaughter was reading it, and I thought, wow, this looks like fun. And so yeah, I read that.
Vampires and science fiction. I don't think anyone would have guessed.
You get to ask the questions you like. I get to give the answers I like.
Spray on your castle. Yeah. So you have folks. I mean, this has been a mosquito-infested year with all the moisture we had.
Well, it certainly contributed to it. Yeah.
Mosquitoes are huge.
Yeah, they flew away with my dog. No, I'm kidding. I'm just there.
They'll take a pint of blood. Yeah. Can I take a picture?
No one there looks as hot as I was. What happened here? Maybe next time I won't wear my long underwear. What do you think? Is that a better idea? Oh gosh, great to be with you.
This was a circumstance where I thought I was being recognized. It was after the last primary elections, and I'd lost, and my wife and I went off to Beijing to see the Olympic Games there, and to cheer for our troops and our boys and girls that were competing, men and women, and I went to one of my favorite events, women's beach volleyball, and Ann insists, but so we went to this. We came a little late, sat down, and I noticed that some Americans in the crowd had recognized me and were pointing at me and had taken out their cameras, were taking my picture. And then I noticed that some Chinese in the audience were doing the same thing. And I said to Ann, sit up straight. Look, they're all taking our picture. And she goes like this. And I turn around. There's Kobe Bryant sitting right behind me.
Well, my sons, unfortunately, refer to something known as a mitfrontation.
So you can lose his temper.
Oh, yeah.
How do you get there? Do you get there?
He's the president, for Pete's sakes. I can guarantee.
Well, we're going to have to hang the Obama Misery Index around his neck, and I'll tell you, the fact that you've got people in this country really squeezed, with gasoline getting so expensive, with commodities getting so expensive, families are having a hard time making ends meet. So we're going to talk about that, and housing foreclosures and bankruptcies and higher taxation. We're going to hang him with that, so to speak, metaphorically. You have to be careful these days. I learned that.
When in fact we do need the government to spend money. We need the government to spend money.
Did someone in the room say that we don't need any government?
No, I didn't say that.
Someone in the room said, it was me,
you said
that we should not spend more. We should spend more than we take in.
I think a balanced budget amendment.
Do you have a question?
Do
you have a question? And let me answer your question.
Yes, my question is this. How do you think the government cannot provide funds for the people, its citizens?
Okay, let me answer the question. Of course government provides funds for its people, the citizens. Of course we take care of America when there are national disasters. Of course we honor our promises to seniors. Of course it costs money, but not more than you take in. 50 states in America. 50 states in America balance their budget every year. 50 states in America balance their budget every year. I balance the budget every year. You had your turn. You had your turn, Madeline. Let me have mine. Let me have mine. Listen, I'll give you the microphone in a moment, but let me complete. I'm sorry, it's my turn. You had yours. Now it's my turn. Would you please hold on a moment? Let me finish.
Who's got your camera, though? Who let the dogs out? Who? Thanks, guys. You got to get warmer out here, though. Corporations are people, my friend. We can raise taxes on... Of course they are. Everything corporations earn ultimately goes to people. So, where do you think it goes?
And there was also an iconic moment, as occurs on these campaigns. Mitt Romney in Colorado at a Mexican restaurant trying to trade a dollar bill with a young boy. All he could find in his wallet at first were $100 bills. Brian, you can't make it up.
These little moments from
Yeah.
the campaign, seemingly inconsequential, can sometimes be indelible or.
And I mean, I was at the Newark airport flying to Boston, and I was reading my newspaper, and I heard someone shriek. And I looked up. She was pointing at me. And she had on a cowboy hat, cowboy boots. She was a Chinese exchange student. I knew she wasn't Texan because her pants were tucked into her boots. And she pointed at me and she said, "You're John Kerry." I said, "I sure am. Yeah, I'm John." Although sometimes I can be just as clueless. I meant as the girl, not John Kerry. In the middle, arms. See if I can get my arms around everybody. Oh, come on, much closer, much closer. Oh, my goodness. That was horrible. Oh. I don't have lobbyists running my campaign. I don't have lobbyists that are tied to my.
That's not true, Governor. That is not true. Ron Kaufman is a lobbyist.
He's
How
not.
can you say you don't have
Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said, Glenn?
You say you don't have lobbyists running your campaign.
I said I don't have lobbyists running my campaign, and he's not running my campaign.
He is one of your senior advisors.
He's an advisor, and the person who runs my campaign is Beth Myers, and I have a whole staff of deputy campaign managers.
Has Beth Myers been on the plane with you?
Beth Myers has been on the plane with me, and Beth Myers is running my campaign. Absolutely. Do I know
Ron's just there's window dressing. He's a potted plant on the plane.
Ron is a wonderful friend and advisor. He's not paid. He's an advisor like many others. But I do not have lobbyists running my campaign. Glenn, I'm appreciative that you think that's funny, but Ron Kaufman is not even in on the senior strategy meetings of our campaign. We don't have him in it.
Who does have lobbyists running their campaign by that definition?
Excuse me, Glenn. He is not in on the senior strategy meetings of our campaign.
Was he in debate sessions at all? Anytime? He's never.
At any time? Has he ever been at a debate session? Sure. Is that a senior strategy meeting?
Is that a strategic?
Is that a senior strategy meeting of our campaign?
We can take one more
No.
question, then we have to wrap up.
Let me go back. Let me go back and complete the point I was making. Thank you. Yes, he's not running my campaign. He's not running my campaign. He is not running my campaign. Glenn?
There was another lobbyist involved in your senior management too.
Listen to my words. All right? Listen to my words. I said,
That's semantics. So running your campaign
That
and
is a
giving you
word.
advice. Come on, he's on the plane.
Hey, Glenn, save your arguments for
He approached me, Eric. Okay.
let's talk. Let's you and I talk.
I'd be glad to talk anytime.
I appreciate the fact that you're here today and welcoming me. Anybody here over 100 years old? Not yet, but we're getting there, right? We're on our way. We're hopefully to get there soon. Well, not so soon. We hope to get there safe and sound. You know, I was